I'm actually, as much as that first episode was tough to watch and made me cringe and scream and beat my fist into the wall at the stupidity, I am excited to see the rest of it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's like when you go on a roller coaster ride.
It was
a kid.
maddening, the level of stupidity and arrogance and denial and all that shit. It made me mad. But this is why we're watching Chernobyl.
Nuclear reactors, they are complicated and difficult for the average person to understand. The 3 Mile Island accident generated so much interest in reactors, however, that there are now computer games on the market designed to show, in the form of a simulation, just what happens inside a reactor.
To play the game, one must understand the basics of nuclear power generation, the role of the reactor, which heats the water to create steam, the steam generator, which turns the turbine to create electricity, and all the valves that control the water flow. The game ends with a meltdown of the radioactive core. But throughout the simulation, the player has learned about nuclear power and experienced the worst possible nuclear accident without experiencing the actual horrors of nuclear radiation.
I'll tell you, I was good at running that reactor. I looked at that guy talking in the thing, and he's like, there's 9 levels of earthquakes that would happen that would screw up your system. Which, by the way, think about it this way. Those are differential equations that are being worked out on the fly in a visual representation.
Oh my God.
I'm 13 years old and I'm solving it. But I don't know that I'm doing it. I don't know that I'm solving a differential equation. I just know I'm bringing a reactor.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Back into balance.
Let's say you, as a 15 or 16-year-old, mastered that game. And I mean mastered it. Like Rubik's Cube mastered that game, right? Not to denigrate nuclear physics, but how much does that legitimately train you to work in that kind of an environment?
Pretty legitimate.
Really? It's that serious?
I can only say this, the only difference between a real nuclear reactor and the one that they visually represented on the Atari was its complexity. There are more loops of heat in a real reactor, but they're all exactly what was represented in the game. There's just a whole lot more of them. There are a lot more safety protocols in a real reactor. You don't need them in a video game. And by the way, that's exactly what the first fucking episode of this show was. Them looking at the numbers on the board, trying to figure out what happened and then how many people to get. It's like he said, call everybody. We're going to need them all.
No, you need the opposite. Get people away.
He didn't know that at the time, but if you're playing it from a video game standpoint.
Did he not know, or was he in denial?
Oh, well, that fucking guy.
Here's a fun fact. Who was the first president to serve on a nuclear submarine? I believe he was a captain as well.
Serve on a nuclear submarine?
Yeah. He was part of the first class of men who worked on the U.S. nuclear submarine program. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to verify this, but hit me with it. Who is it?
You're not even going to guess?
I got no guess.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
It couldn't have been Kennedy.
It wasn't Kennedy, no.
Okay, so it'd have to be after Kennedy.
It was post-Kennedy. That's your hint.
Not a lot of military people post-Kennedy.
It's not that hard, man.
It's not Bush.
No, it's not Bush. But that was a good guess.
I'm lost then. I don't know who it is.
Carter.
Carter was not on a submarine.
Look it up.
Really?
Look it up.
Jimmy, peaceful peanut-eating, house-building, Habitat for Humanity guy?
I mean, dude, he served in World War II.
Then it wasn't a nuclear submarine.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was named the final... Okay, I misunderstood. The final nuclear submarine that we made...
was named the Jimmy Carter.
The Seawolf class was named after him. My mistake. When this happened, what did the Reagan administration say about it?
You know what's funny about this is, and this has to come up in the movie or in the series. You can't hide a nuclear disaster.
You can't. We know when it happens.
And we can tell you based on evidence what happened. You know, they could tell a day later, the scientists around the world are like, there's been a major nuclear accident in Chernobyl. A day, 2 days later, it's on the news.
Wait, they knew it was specific. They would have been able to tell it was Chernobyl?
They knew where it had happened and how bad it had been within 2 days. Everyone else in the world, other countries that had detected the radiation, followed it back to its source and measured it accurately and said, holy shit. Other countries kept their children inside.
Oh my God.
I am not shitting you. I don't, it was in Europe, you know, because that's the way the wind was blowing. It was going from the Ukraine and kind of over Eastern Europe and heading west.
All right. On the count of calm.
Calm?
Yeah, on the count of calm. Please remain calm.
Click. And then HBO miniseries pops up.
Yep.
And then in
association with Sky.
We are right on brand here.
A Sisters production.
Mm-hmm.
A Mighty Mints production. A Word Games production.
Wait, stop talking, because I think I'm supposed to be hearing something. Oh, it's just music. Okay.
You work too hard.
Shit.
They're in Minsk?
Where is everyone?
Oh, they refused to come in.
Why?
It's Saturday.
Why did you come
They
in?
can
Oh,
they can do that?
spoiling it.
I can't.
I thought they get killed if they don't show up to work.
I don't know. I do. And I just work with my wife.
Oh shit. Don't look at me, I didn't make that joke.
Hey, Nella Runkin. Leak?
No.
Is that from him just opening the window?
It would have gone off
Yep.
before. It's coming from outside.
The Americans?
No, dude. Stop blaming us for everything.
They think it's a bomb.
Yep.
That's
I can
everybody's
understand
first
why.
reaction.
Oh
Americans
shit.
dropped the bomb. Well, we do have that reputation. You know, we are the bomb people.
Seems like it's well in hand, so. If there is nothing else, meeting at your...
Jesus Christ.
There you
Oh
go.
my God.
Pardon me?
Oh.
We can't adjourn. This is Professor Legasov of the Kurchatov Institute. Professor, if you have any concerns, feel free to address them with me later.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sit down. Everyone just gotta sit down for a second.
Sherbina.
Comrade General Secretary, I can assure you that Professor Legasov is mistaken. Buchanan reports that the reactor core is intact. And as for the radiation...
Yes, 3.6 Rontgen, which, by the way, is not the equivalent of one chest X-ray, but rather 400 chest X-rays.
400.
That number's been bothering me for a different reason, though. It's also the maximum reading on low-limit dosimeters. They gave us the number they had. I think the true number is much, much higher. If I'm right, this fireman was holding the equivalent of 4 million chest X-rays in his hand.
Professor Legasov, there's no place...
Oh my
It's
God.
not alarmist if it's a fact.
Well, I don't hear any facts at all.
Please may I express my concern as calmly and as respectfully as I...
Professor Legasov.
Of course. I will allow it.
All right.
Thank you.
Start again. And don't panic, everybody in the room.
So how did Gorbachev get power? How do people come to power in the Soviet Union?
Friends.
That's it? Is it a democracy amongst the people in power?
No.
Do they all just choose amongst themselves?
No. It's who are you going to put in power that's going to do the most good for the most powerful people. It's a gas station with a population the size of Italy. That's all it is. And people jockeying for control of the gas.
Oh man, this is gonna get so messed up.
Nice, nice old Russian helicopter, though, man. I like them.
Oh, yeah.
Your reactor work.
What?
It's a simple question.
No, it's not.
Hardly a simple answer.
Of course. You presume I'm too stupid to understand. So I'll restate. Tell me how a nuclear reactor works, or I'll have one of these soldiers throw you out of the helicopter.
That's how they did it in the old country.
As long as you put it that way, right?
A nuclear reactor makes electricity with steam. Steam turns a turbine which generates electricity. Where a typical power plant makes steam by burning coal, a nuclear plant
Burns atoms.
What have they done?
What have they done?
Hey, see inside.
Holy shit.
I don't have to. Look, that's graphite on the roof. The whole building's been blown open. The core's exposed.
I can't see how you can tell that from here.
Oh, for God's sakes. Look at that glow. That's radiation ionizing the air.
Well, if we can't see, we don't know. Get us directly over the building.
Boris,
Don't
No.
directly over.
I
The
don't see
reactor
your
will be
advice.
dead within a week. Dead!
Don't listen.
Sir?
Oh my god.
Get us over that building.
No,
have you
you
shot?
fucking idiot.
If you fly directly over that core, I promise you by tomorrow morning you'll be begging for that bullet.
Jesus Christ.
Don't go. Don't go.
There has been an accident at Chernobyl, but I've been assured there is no problem.
I'm telling you that there is.
I prefer my opinion to yours.
I'm a nuclear physicist. Before you were deputy secretary, you worked in a shoe factory.
Holy shit.
I worked in a shoe factory,
See? Friends.
and now I'm in charge. To the workers of the world.
Wow, he's really gulping down that vodka.
He's Russian.
Our high-range dosimeter just arrived. We could cover one of our trucks with lead shielding. Mount the dosimeter on the front.
Oh, shit. That'll get you close anyway.
Have one of your men get as close to the fire as he can. Give him every bit of protection you have, but understand that even with lead shielding, it may not be enough.
You're sending
And I'll do it myself.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
what?
No, he is not.
Good.
I like this guy.
Yeah, so far, we know who we like and we know who we don't like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I like Jared Harris. I don't like Boris.
But he redeemed himself a little bit, didn't he?
Don't do that to your fucking mic.
He redeemed himself, didn't he?
He did, and I think he's going to have an arc and he's going to come around. But
It's going to be slow.
It's not through Ken. It's 15,000.
Oh my god.
1,000!
What does that number mean?
It means the core is open. It means the fire we're watching with our own eyes is giving off nearly twice the radiation released by the bomb in Hiroshima. And that's every single hour, hour after hour. 20 hours since the explosion, so 40 bombs worth by now. 48 more tomorrow, and it will not stop. Not in a week, not in a month. It will burn and spread its poison until the entire continent is dead.
Holy shit.
Scored Comrades Bukhanov and Fomin to the local party headquarters.
You gotta get the fuck out of there, man.
Dyatlov was in charge.
They're gonna kill him?
No, they're trying to throw Dyatlov under the bus.
Got water on it like
No,
forest
no.
fire.
You don't understand, this isn't a fire. This is a fissioning reactor core burning at over 2,000 degrees. The heat will instantly vaporize the water.
How do we
away.
put it out?
That I have no fucking clue.
You are dealing with something that has never occurred on this planet before.
And it turns out I was right in that first episode when you said how much is he being exposed to when he walked out on the gangway? And I said a couple of Hiroshimas every hour.
You're gonna die, dude.
Yeah, he's too close.
He's gonna die.
He's in the smoke. He needs to get the fuck out of there. Radios don't work. Oh, fuck. Well,
they just lost one of their best helicopter pilots.
Gonna need another helicopter.
Now this guy knows what they're messing with.
What do I tell the others?
Is there any other way, Picasso?
I can't imagine one.
Evacuate. You gotta evacuate.
Evacuate doesn't do anything. You gotta stop this.
Tell them to approach from the west.
Yeah, you're going. Get on the bus.
Shit. The elder.
Yeah, the wise old elder. We shut down the town. We cut out the phone lines.
Wait, they just pulled a cat out of her hand.
I guess you.
What are they gonna do to that cat?
Probably kill it.
Oh shit.
I know there is an incredibly high rate of cancer amongst these people, and obviously their mortality rate suffered. But I don't actually know the death toll from Chernobyl.
So there's a good chance a lot of these people could be alive and healthy. Is that possible?
They
right now
could be alive. I doubt any of them are healthy.
So you're saying the cancer rate is like 100%. Is that what you're saying?
Over time, that is what was going to diminish their lifespan. The effects of radiation and in the environment is what was going to diminish their life, unless they get hit by a bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you live long enough,
natural life, that's what's going to do it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I don't think Russia ever came out with a real number. I don't think they ever counted.
Of course they wouldn't. Why would they? What incentive do they have to count?
От Совета министров СССР. На Чернобыльской атомной электростанции произошла авария.
You know, when they're saying there's an accident, there's been an accident.
Последствий аварии. Пострадавшим оказывается помощь. Создана правительственная комиссия.
And that is it. That's got to be the sum total of all the information that went out over the airwaves.
The uranium will melt the sand, creating a kind of lava, which will begin to melt down through the shield below.
You've made lava.
I consider one thing, and I'm stunned just to even hear them say the amount of destruction that they were looking at. But I'm reminded that it didn't happen. So,
well, that's good. That's nice.
So whatever they did do had to have worked. And
yeah, but the world almost ended.
Came within fucking 48 hours of it.
Why should we do this? For what? 400 rubles?
You'll do it because it must be done.
Oh, fuck. There we go. Somebody's got to do it.
You'll do it because nobody else can. I spit on the people who did this. And I caused the price I have to pay. I'm making my peace with it. Now you make yours. And go into that water. Because it must be done.
Wow. This acting is just incredible. I thought he was good in Good Will Hunting. This is incredible.
There's your volunteer.
There's Paolo.
Shit.
Baranov.
Yeah. Mouthy guy in the front's still sitting on his ass, though, I see.
Yep. I was hoping he'd be one of the people to stand up.
Listen to that fucking Geiger counter go.
Do you think they gave them Adderall and Valium to make sure they wouldn't lose their minds while they were doing this?
I don't know what the Russian protocol is. I'm thinking it's just vodka.
That's funny.
There go the lights.
Holy shit, what the fuck happened?
It's the end of the episode.
Are you kidding me? That's how they end an episode?
Oh, man.
That's how they end an episode.
I didn't know that had come so close to destroying half a continent. You know? I never knew there was an underlying, this could have been so much worse, because it was bad. It was bad. You know, people don't live in Pripyat anymore.
Jesus Christ.
It's the name of the town. So pretty fucking incredible. All right. Shake that off. Try to
Oh God.
Find a little more. Yeah, there we go. Who knew it was so bad? You know?
A lot of people, and they weren't listened to?
Yeah, but I mean, that's what the machine did. That's what the Soviet machine did. It kept us from knowing how bad it was. I mean, they almost destroyed a huge chunk of the earth.
Oh my God.
And it's a nuclear reaction. So like the guy said, just because you cover it up doesn't mean it stops burning. It just burns the shit you're covering it up with. So there's lava down there still. Like the guy said, you made lava? Yes, we made lava.
Not just the guy, it was Gorbachev.
Gorbachev made lava.
Gorbachev's like, you made lava?
How is that not a meme?
We gotta make that a meme. Can you make that the thumbnail for this episode? It's like, get a frame of him.
Gorbachev, you made lava?
Yeah, no, please do that, please.
And they're dropping it, the information in good chunks, but
yes.
It's complicated information, man.
Yes.
It's very complicated.
It's literally nuclear physics, so.
Yeah, when she comes in to explain, you think you've done a good job, but you've made a mistake, and this is why, and those tanks aren't empty. I mean, that's kind of there's a train of thought that's, you know, taking curves like, okay, I thought the tanks were empty, but then we poured a bunch of water on it, and all those pipes drained back into the tanks, and now the tanks are full. So yeah, there's logic to be followed, and
right.
She's dropping it very well. Harris is doing the same thing very well. And Skarsgård doing his monologue about concrete. I like that.
Yeah. Wait, how did he know about concrete?
He's like, I may not know much about nuclear engineering, but concrete I do know about. And I guess he used to be a concrete guy.
Just like the guy used to run a shoe factory.
He used to run a shoe store. Yeah, exactly. Because that's how it works.
Jesus.
Anyway, if you've made it this far into the video, why haven't you liked? Why haven't you subscribed, commented, shared, done all that stuff? We respond to the comments in the doobly-doo.
And keep your children away from priests and
not really the for this episode.
Mindless Soviet bureaucrats.
Keep your children away from mindless Soviet bureaucrats.